Are job interviews making you rack your brain for the right thing to say? Then no need to look anywhere further. Here are some top tips to make a winning impression in your next interview, whether it's the first or the fifth, because strong communication skills can make or break your chances. So let's learn how to make it. First, let's start with nonverbal communication. As with anything else, practice is the key. So if you're not practicing your interviews at home before the real deal, you need to start now. You need to sound and look like you know what you're doing, so practice relentlessly until you feel like you can use your body language in your favor. You want to smile confidently and offer a firm handshake when arriving while maintaining eye contact at all times. But don't stare. Staring is creepy. Eye contact is looking intently into your interviewer's eyes without letting your eyes wander around. So, looking at your own hands, the wall, your shoes, anything else that is not your interviewer is a no-no. Sit tall, avoid nervous mannerisms like fidgeting or biting your nails or tapping your feet. And I know this can be hard, but again, practice, practice, practice. You need to practice until you know how to use your body language to project professionalism and self-assurance. 2. What you say is just as important, but listening is really key. While you can't predict 100% exactly what your interviewer is going to ask you, there are standard and common practice questions that you can always be sure to be asked. So look these up and practice your responses beforehand. The golden tip here is to think of examples that you can talk about that will demonstrate that you 1. Have the necessary skills, and 2. Know how to use them effectively. So research the company, read the job description carefully, and think of at least one example of a situation that you've handled in the past that can demonstrate how you meet the criteria for that role. You don't need to have experience in that role exactly or even in that industry. All you need to do is think about a time when you used the required skill to successfully solve a problem. One really helpful way of doing it is to use the STAR method, which stands for situation, task, action, and result. I've left a link to that in the description box below. Sometimes recruiters will even specifically tell you to use that, but even if not, you should be considering it anyway. When at the interview, listen carefully to each question. Don't be afraid to ask for clarification if you need it. Take a moment to collect your thoughts before responding and provide concise but detailed examples. The next thing that will make you stand out from all other candidates is asking thoughtful questions to your interviewers. Yes, you are not only welcome to ask questions during an interview, but you're actually expected to. And the better these are, the greater your chances of getting that job. Show enthusiasm by asking about the company culture and position, and this is where your research into the company and familiarization with the job description will come in handy. It's also helpful if you can think of difficult situations you've experienced in a job before and frame this as a question about how the team deals with difficulties. Ask about their learning and development initiatives, about what other employees say about working for that company or the team, about what the interviewers like about working there. Things that will be useful to you as well as showing that you have a genuine interest in contributing and learning. Just remember to avoid some sensitive topics like salary and benefits at this stage, because this will come up at a later stage in the recruitment process. And before we move on to the last tip, take a moment to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell so you too can become a master of your own communication. Now, finally, here is the last tip. You want to maintain politeness with everyone you interact with, from the receptionist to the interviewers. Kindness and professionalism speak volumes about your character, and many companies observe that as part of their selection criteria. If the company culture is friendly and laid back, by all means feel free to act the part. But if the company is very corporate and serious, that's the attitude you should be going for. In summary, preparation and practice are the keys to successful communication so you can master your job interviews. Project confidence through body language, provide compelling responses drawing on real examples, and engage through active listening and questions. These tips can be the difference between landing your dream job or not. Hopefully, these tips have shown how mastering communication skills can lead to job interview success and advance your career. If you want to take your interview skills to the next level, be sure to check out our online job interview success sessions. This in-depth, personalized one-to-one session includes expert coaching, interview simulations with feedback, and a bonus CV overview. We've helped professionals around the world land their dream jobs, so come and be a part of our community too. Visit the link in the description to get a free taster session now. Start communicating like a pro and achieve interview success. Best of luck with your next interview.